Let's say you could sit down.
Oh, sorry.
Please, sit down. So, George Sunday off on holiday, is it?
Yes.
Do you know the man at all?
Yes.
Complete loser. How he ever landed a perfect creature like Janet, I shall never know.
Oh, it's not that bad. Although I hear he can be quite rude about people. For example, he called you a pompous nincompoop.
Really?
Yes. An ugly, pompous nincompoop.
Well, I don't think...
And you smell of sick?
Yes, well, I don't think we should really let...
Not even human sick. Dog sick.
All right. All right, George. I'm pleased to say I would like to offer you...
Not fresh dog sick, either. Old rancid.
Offer you a partnership in the practice. Welcome aboard.
Oh, thanks very much.
Now, to ease you into life here, I'm going to assign you just all of the patients.
What? All of them? Won't that be rather difficult?
I should certainly hope so. You'll get tired, probably make some dangerous mistakes, at which point the patients will pay to see me instead. How does that grab you?
Sounds fantastic. Don't you want to ask me any medical questions that don't begin with N-O or P?
Oh. Right. Well, what if a patient comes in with splitting pains in the head and blurred vision?
Well, that could be a brain tumour.
Really? I'd better give her a ring then. Well, I'll leave you to it.
Oh, thanks very much.
Dr. Mundy will see you now. Cheerio, George.
Bye-bye. Do come in. Sit down, please. How can I help you?
Well, Doctor, it's about my prostate trouble.
I see. That begins with a P, doesn't it? Usually, yes. Can't help you, I'm afraid. Next!
How many times? You cannot take this job because you are not a doctor and you are wearing the wrong body.
But I'm still the same George.
The only thing you've got in common with the old George is a tea bag. Whoever built their family life around a tea bag?
The PG Tips monkeys.
Shut up, Tyler. I thought you wanted the old George back too.
Well, I did at first, but maybe it's time to accept that he's gone for good.
I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still me. I've still got the same memories. This face, these arms and legs, they're just different packaging, Janet.
Well, I suppose so.
And let's face it, we're all the same with the lights off.
No, I can't go on like this. If you want to be a new man, fine, but find yourself a new wife and kids.
Okay, Janet, I'm sorry. I didn't know you felt so strongly about this.
Well, I kept telling you.
I'll sort the old body out, and I won't take the doctor's job. Janet, family is the most important thing in the world to me. I would never do anything behind your back. Hello! Hello! Oh, I forgot to tell you, we're having a party.
What?
Here's to celebrate my new job.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard.
There's plenty of food in the kitchen. Please help yourselves.
But you just said you weren't taking the new job.
Yes, but we'll tell them afterwards. They might have brought me presents.
There's not much of a party where you have to prepare your own food.
Nothing much in here.
Have a look in the freezer. There might be a leg of something.
Stanley, I don't think George Sunday went mountaineering after all.
Why not?
He'd find it difficult without these.
Now, I'm no medical expert, but they look like feet.
What do you think we should do?
Have another look. Maybe there's a pizza or something.
I mean about the feet.
Oh.
There's only one thing I can do.
Ah, yes. Now, what you found there is actually...
George's feet.
No, of course it isn't George's feet. That's ridiculous. Why on earth would you think such a thing?
Because of the label.
You put a label on?
To avoid mix-ups.
Mix-ups? How many severed feet do you think I keep in my freezer?
Well, it's been a lovely evening, but I really must be heading off.
Yes, that's right. Early start in the morning.
Hey, there's no need to leave. I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for all this.
Oh, there is a very good explanation.
I've got it. The reason George's feet are in the freezer is because Janet murdered him and chopped up the body, and that's where she hid the bits.
Tyler?
No, think about it. That hangs together rather well.
No, here we are. George is, of course, a doctor. He's doing an anatomy course, and his homework was to study the structure of the foot, which is why there are 2 feet in the freezer labelled George's feet.
Ah, well, that cleared up.
Wonderful. See you all soon.
Did you freeze him first and then cut him up?
Well, I thought that was an extremely pleasant evening.
Brilliant. Do you know, I'm actually glad that just happened, because now you have to make a clone of your old self. It's the only way to prove I didn't kill him.
But when I disappear, won't they just think that you've killed me?
Yes, but if you don't disappear, I will actually kill you.
And she will because she's done it before.
I can't believe Janet would do such a thing. I mean, Stanley and I have our arguments, but he would never murder me.
Not after 34 years of marriage.
But they've only been married for 2 years.
Yes, that would have been the time.
Morning. About last night.
It's okay, darling. We've forgotten all about it. Don't anyone provoke her.
Can I just say how much I admire you, Janet? I never knew you had it in you to be so brutal.
I haven't. Look, I have not murdered my husband.
Murdered her husband.
Of course not.
He must have driven you to it, darling. So it's only manslaughter.
No, my husband George is alive and well. Any minute now, he's going to walk through that door and...
Hello!
For heaven's sake, I've had just about enough of you!
Oh, my God, she's going to do it again. Run!
What the hell is it this time?
I've lost the feet.
What? They were in the kitchen.
When you went to bed last night, I couldn't find
Oh,
them.
this is just another excuse to not change back.
No, I swear.
Forgive me for interrupting. You searching for some missing items?
Yes.
Like I said, Janet, I admire your brutality, but you've still got a lot to learn.
What do you mean?
Never leave evidence lying around.
But...
It's all right. I've taken care of it. Let's just say that the triplets didn't go hungry last night.
Oh, God.
Janet, where have you been?
Nowhere. Walking around. Since Mrs. Raven's children ate your feet, I've had a lot to think about.
Yes, me too.
No, let me finish. I've come to a decision. You can't stay here as you are. You're a stranger. I'd like you to go, please, before the children get home.
But I want to see them.
And you can, once I've explained things to them.
Hi, Mum. Hi, Dad. Like the new face?
Oh, thank you.
We bought you some biscuits back.
Oh, custard cream's my favourite.
Hang on. You can tell this is your father?
Yeah, Cassie knew he was going to change. Saw it in a vision. Did I not tell you? Sorry.
Your mother was just throwing me out of the house.
Yeah, saw that too. Tough luck.
Well, I feel a tiny bit ashamed of myself now.
Do you?
If the kids can accept you, then maybe one day
There's no need. Whilst you were out walking, I had time to think. Was there any of my DNA just lying around the place? And I thought, well, of course there is. It's all over the place, on my comb, on my toothbrush.
You mean...
While you were out, I collected all the DNA, and I started generating a clone.
Oh, George!
In fact, should be just about done.
Oh, George, I'm sorry for all the terrible things I said. You're my husband. You're a genius. You've been using that comb and toothbrush for the past 3 days.
Yes? What's your point?
Well, doesn't that mean...
I'd give it 5 minutes in there if I were you.
More comedy tonight on BBC One in Little Britain next. And then at 9:30, Jamie Cullum and Sybil Shepherd join the Kumars at number 42.